Good morning, everybody, and welcome to another What I Eat in a Day. So, as you can see, still in my pajamas. I just came in so I can make my greens. I've kind of been alternating between drinking my greens and then taking these another TikTok thing, guys. I think they're called Groons. I'll show you the package. They're gummies. Can't say that I really love them any more than the greens that I drink, which are the Kiala ones, but you know, if I don't want to spend so much time drinking things, because let's be honest, I drink a lot, so anyway, so I've just kind of been alternating, but today I think that I will drink my greens. So I will show you again how I make those, because I put a lot of different things into my greens. So yeah, so anyway, let's get the day started. I'm gonna make my greens, probably throw on my workout clothes. I do have a couple of meetings that I need to do before I work out, so I will probably, like I said, just kind of drink my greens, get some other water in, and then we'll go work out and then figure out what we're going to eat for the day. So here's my little stash of supplements, you know, things that I take, whatever. These are the Kiala greens that we're gonna have today. And then these are the Groons that I was talking about. I think that's how you pronounce it. It's Groons is probably how you technically say it. Supposedly these actually have many more good ingredients for you. You can see all the different vitamins and things, and you know, actual, as opposed to, I don't think there's actually a whole lot in the Kiala, but and they're super sweet, you guys, and so yeah. So anyway, we are going to mix with the Kiala. We are going to use this multi-collagen peptides. I also use this creatine powder, which is great for when I'm working out. I'm going to use probably this Mio in with it, and then I'm going to take also my fiber supplement. Some of this stuff, you guys, is linked in my Amazon, or in my description box, as to things that I take that I can link from Amazon. And then I will take a couple of calcium chews as well. So let's get this all mixed together. Okay, also I decided to change it up a little bit, and instead of the Mio, I'm going with this Stir Strawberry Watermelon. I forgot that I bought this the other day when we went to Walmart, so I used that instead. And then the other thing I did was I added about 3/4 of a capful of Miralax to the drink as well. All right, so greens are made. Let's go get into some workout clothes, and like I said, do a little bit of work before we go work out. All right, sitting at my desk, drinking my greens. Like I said, I've got a couple of meetings this morning, so I'm gonna do that, and then we will go work out. I am loving, by the way, this new Sesh app that Friday's Health has partnered with. They have specific workout that is free for all Friday's Health members. It's an 8-week program, and they have both a home version and a gym version. So if you are somebody who, you know, doesn't go to a gym and you're just working out at home, they do the entire routine based on, you know, doing it from home. And then there's a whole separate one if you, like me, have access to a gym, or, you know, want to work out in a gym setting, you can do it there too. So it is awesome. I have been loving it. I'm, you know, just in the first week, because they just announced the partnership. It just went live like 3 or 4 days ago. So I am going to be doing day 3 of week 1, and I think it's another upper body workout. So it's basically 4 workouts per week. So I did the first one, which was upper body. I don't remember what body parts it was, and then on Monday I did day 2, which was lower body, a lot of squats, some lunges, things like that. There's always a warm-up part and then the workout. And then, you know, at the end of the first day, there was an abs section as well. There was not an abs section on day 2, but I think that a lot of that had to do with some of the other exercises that we were doing, incorporated some ab work like during. So yeah, I'm excited to do day 3 of week 1 with you, but I'm just gonna kind of, like I said, sip on my greens, finish a little thing before I have my couple of meetings, and like I said, then we'll go downstairs and work out. Welcome to the gym. So as I said, I am going to be doing day 3 of week 1, and it is arms and core. Obviously I'm filming on my phone right now, so I can't show you like my phone if I was filming, you know what I mean? But I will screen record some of it so that you can see, and I'll, you know, pop it up here so you can kind of see what it is I'm doing. One of the things I really like about their program is that it talks about intensifying your workouts and your weight. So for example, at least based on the other 2 workouts I've done, they will have you do 3 sets of something, and they have you decrease the amount of reps. So for example, set 1 will be 12 reps, and then set 2 is 10, set 3 is 8, and they instruct you to increase your weight as you decrease your reps. So I really like that part because it really focuses on what we want to do, especially on a GLP-1, which is really focused on muscle, you know, building muscle resistance training, increasing our strength. So anyway, I am going to get started. It always starts out with a little warm-up too, which is great. So yeah, let's get working out. The first exercise that I'm supposed to do is something called like a landmine. Never heard of that before. And I don't know that I really have what I need to do that actual exercise. I'm gonna Google a little and see if maybe I can find some kind of alternative to that. Like, you know, just an actual, like, you could do it this way if you don't have that pole. We'll see how I do this, but yeah, sometimes you just kind of gotta wing it, guys. Okay, so it looks like when I Googled it that another option to doing the landmine, if you don't have like that stick thing, is just to use like a heavy dumbbell. So that's what we're gonna do. And the second exercise in this was a dead bug, which I have definitely done before when I had my toe machine. So anyway, let's try these. So there you go. Day 3 of week 1 in the books. It was really a good combination of upper body and core kind of all mixed together, which I thought was great. And yeah, I'm just gonna do a little cool down, probably jump on the treadmill maybe for like 10 minutes just to get a few steps in, do some stretching, and then we will go upstairs and get some food in this body. All right, so because it's a little bit later in the day, I'm gonna go ahead and eat before I get in the shower. And I just thought I would show you what I am eating. All right, so here is my lunch. As you can see, I'm kind of having a lettuce wrap with chicken salad. This is actually a chicken salad that I make homemade. I will show you what it looks like. Well, I mean, you guys can see it there, but this is what is in there. I can go ahead and leave the recipe down in the description box. It's actually something I found on, surprise, surprise, TikTok. And then I'm also having a couple of strawberries. I actually had a third one, but I already ate it. But the chicken salad is really good. It's super easy to put together. I just use the already like in a package rotisserie chicken from Costco. So they basically like pulled all the breast meat off of the rotisserie chickens and then just put it in this giant package of meat. And I usually split that into 2 different batches. And this is not the whole batch of what I made. I put some in here and then I put like probably 2/3 of it into another container that's in the freezer because I don't necessarily eat it fast enough that I just want to make sure it doesn't go bad. So anyway, there are walnuts and celery, some parsley, red onion, obviously the chicken. And so it's a great source of protein, really, really good. It's definitely very, very filling. So yeah, and I just need to refill my water bottle, which will actually be, I'm doing really well on water. I've already had 2 of these so far. And then probably in another maybe hour or so after this meal, I will do my protein coffee, which I have not had yet today, but is always a must for me. So yeah, so that is what I'm gonna have. As you can see, I still have that watermelon back there that I really need to cut up. The problem is when living here is because we only have one refrigerator and we have to pack so much into that refrigerator that I generally did the same thing in our other house, is I only cut up 1/2 of the watermelon at a time. And so I would put the other half of the watermelon in our outside, in our like fridge that was in the garage. But here we don't have that other refrigerator, so makes it a little bit hard if I have other things in the refrigerator and I don't have room for both an entire bowl of watermelon that I've cut up plus the other half. So yeah, I probably should stop buying whole watermelons and just buy half watermelons, but that's always more expensive. But then did I waste? Anyway, I'm going off on a complete tangent. I'm gonna clean up this stuff and then let's go sit down and eat. So as I sit here eating, I just wanted to share that after actually sort of in the middle of my workout, actually, there was a nutrition counseling call that I jumped on with Darby, who is the registered dietitian that works for Fridays. And I just have to tell you how amazing, like just the counseling session was, but how amazing she is. And anyway, I mentioned on the call, or I typed in a question about how I was, kind of struggling still with getting enough calories in, and that I was getting close to my goal weight, and if she had any suggestions. And she immediately responded and said, do me a favor, send me an email. She's like, I really want to start working with you already on, preparing for maintenance and kind of moving into that as far as eating. She's like, because that's really where you're going. And so I just think that's amazing that even though they are these like group type counseling sessions that they have, you can still get that one-on-one feedback and one-on-one experience. And like I said, I just think that's great. And I will tell you that I was not the only person that Darby said that to. Like there were probably 3 other people who had questions during the session where she's like, I want to see, 3 days of eating from you, like, track or whatever what you're eating. You know, I don't remember if she said like 1 weekend, 2 weekdays. Anyway, but whatever. And so she talked to that person, and then there was another person that was struggling with another issue, and she's like, you know, please email me, and you know, I'll walk through this with you. And it just, like I said, I just think that speaks a lot about this company and how they value their members, their clients, their patients, I guess, whatever you want to call us. And yeah, like I said, she's so warm, and like I said, I just really, really appreciated it. I also did the night before, and I'll talk about all this in my video next week where I talk about why I switched, but I also did one of the mental health coaching sessions last night. And again, just the same type of response and feedback and things from the counselor or the therapist that was running the session. And she has her own weight loss experience. And again, I'll get into all this, but it's just, you know, especially in that situation when somebody has experienced what you've experienced, I think that just really helps a lot. So anyway, I just thought I would share that as I was sitting here eating my lunch, but I'm going to go finish this and yeah, and then probably log off for the day, because actually it's the day before 4th of July that I'm filming this right now, and I got an email saying that we should log off early today, so I'm not going to fight that. I just finished kind of the last thing I needed to do. It's almost 2 hours after they told us that we could log off. But anyway, I'm gonna do that, eat the rest of this, take a shower finally, and then actually I do need to film a video for my other channel. So I need to get that done in addition to having my coffee, which I always look forward to. So my apologies, guys. I am drinking my protein coffee. I didn't show you how I make it. I've shown it on my previous what I eat in a day, so if you missed that, I'll link it up in the cards. Sorry, I'm just trying to sit down here because I need to edit some videos, and I also apologize because this is technically the next day. So yeah, again, like I said, I apologize. I went through my day. I had my protein coffee yesterday. Didn't show you guys at all because I just was in the midst of doing a lot of different things yesterday, filming some videos and finishing some work up, etc. And then we ended up going out to dinner last night. I didn't know we were going to be going out to dinner, and so I didn't film what I had for dinner because it would have been very hard. It wouldn't have made sense. We ended up going to this it's called the lobster roll, maybe. I don't remember. Anyway, it's an Asian, I would say, restaurant. They have sushi and things like that, but we basically ended up getting like a lot of appetizers and small plates. So I just sort of picked some things here and there, and they brought them out like not all at once. So it wasn't something that I could film for you and like show you everything and then show you what I was eating, because it was sort of like, you know, they brought out one thing, the first thing, and I ate, you know, 2 shrimp from that. And then they brought out the next thing and I didn't eat anything from that because I didn't like it. So, yeah, I mean, it just would have been kind of hard to show you. So I will try to use the rest of today to show you a full day of eating. In general, guys, my eating doesn't change dramatically. So like I said, you're seeing my protein coffee right now, and I haven't really eaten lunch or anything. I actually haven't eaten anything today. This is the first thing, but it's 4th of July, so I got up late. I slept in, so that, you know, kind of eats in, no pun intended, into your eating time. So anyway, I just wanted to check in, show you that I am going to edit some videos that I need to get up on my other channel fairly quickly. It is Nordstrom anniversary sale, guys. So we are like in full sale mode here, which means quite a few videos that I need to get out on behalf of that sale. So anyway, I will check in with you the next time I eat something. Okay, so I totally forgot that I was going to film this. I was cooking for dinner tonight. So right now I'm just basically cooking up some chicken breast, boneless, skinless chicken breast. Just chopped like 4 breasts into pieces, and they're actually pretty much about done now. What I'm making is a chicken Caesar pasta salad. So I've got some, hold them like that, some of the Barilla, that's how you say it, protein penne noodles cooking up here. And I am just about to actually cut up my romaine lettuce for the salad. So let's do that. Trying to get in the shot here. Okay, so I'm showing you what I'm doing for mine. I'm gonna mix everything together for everybody else, but I'm gonna do mine separately so that I can measure everything. So I just, as you can see, threw, I don't know, maybe 1.5 cups or so of chopped romaine in my bowl, and I'm gonna go get the pasta, which is sitting here in the sink, and some chicken. So this is the pasta that I am using. I cooked up essentially the equivalent of 2 servings, so it's 4 ounces or 112 grams, if you want to see that, of pasta. So that's what this is. So I'm just gonna throw, let's see here. So if 1 serving is 56, would be 28, and that is 28. Perfect. So I'm just going to put the rest in here. This might have been too much, actually. Might not put all that in there. And then I'm going to zero this scale out again so I can do the chicken. And here's my chicken. Probably do this in ounces. So I'm going to change this to pounds and ounces so I can get my chicken measured. Like to get, it's essentially 2.5 ounces right there. That's probably enough, and then I'll put the rest on here.
Our hearts beat to the city streets. We began to feel the fire. We rise like tall buildings as the chemicals, they take us higher. The nights.
There you go. I'll tell you the total calories after I'm done. Hey guys, editing Lisa here. I realized that I never closed out this vlog. Hannah had a really good friend here from Kansas City who was visiting, and so we were having dinner, and anyway, we just got busy and I totally forgot to close out the vlog. So I hope you enjoyed this, what I eat in a day over the course of 2 days. So sort of up through lunch and then my coffee through dinner. So it's all kind of, it all comes out in the wash, guys. It's all sort of the same thing. Like I said, my eating doesn't vary that much. So I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please give this video a like. It does help the YouTube algorithm. And if you like this kind of content, I would love to see you back here. So click the subscribe button and the notification bell so you know when I upload videos. And if you have not had enough of me yet, there'll be another video, I think, over here for you to watch. And remember, kindness and hate spread the same. The choice is yours. I'll see you in the next video, guys. Take care. Bye-bye.